Good
Hey.
morning. How's it going?
Hey. Yeah, you know what? There was just a message posted in the chat that it's all my fault if we're late, and
I
it's
may,
not.
I may have forgotten to send you the link while I was berating you. So that's that's fair. This time it was my fault. I did not tell Hero how to get into the chat or into the call. So my bad. My bad.
I even got it all
Welcome.
shared.
You what? You're still
I even got
sharing?
it all shared already. So like ready
Nice.
to go.
Crushing it. I'll let you start talking then. I'm gonna do one more share.
Okay. Yeah, welcome everyone. We have a pretty packed lineup of stuff to talk about today. In fact, I was writing the agenda and I had to kind of just cut it off because there's so much going on. Yesterday was so busy. I can't even explain how busy it was. I started off the morning with a phone call, had two phone calls after that, and then really just all day stayed, busy. And I know we're keeping all dolled up, super busy with the banners and logos and artwork, and it's funny because I actually the last two nights or so have had a wifely duties list for her.
We don't want to hear about that.
Goodness, it's a good list. It's a good list.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's been great. I was messaging with you last night. Like it's nice to feel some really solid momentum for Shibarium and for us, and I got a good feeling about the next weeks and months up ahead.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Uh, I mean, Shibarium is kind of making us look like geniuses. I made a post last night that like all those projects that are like, oh, we're not coming to Shibarium yet.
Yeah,
Um, you know, they're they're making us look really smart. But
yeah,
as what phone went up about 50% in the last week. Um, that's that's just a start. I looking at that bone chart, and this is everything is not financial advice. I don't really talk about charts too much, but looking at that bone chart, it doesn't look like it's going to stop at 90 cents. It does. I actually don't expect a pullback through the weekend. There will be a pullback at some point, but I think it's going to keep running. So that's exciting.
Certainly feels like tip of the iceberg for sure. Like nothing's really even particularly happened yet, but there's
Right,
going to be a lot more coming. And so,
right. The only thing that's really happened is the transaction increase. They did a big burn, a big ship burn, which I think got a lot of attention. It was like 70,000 worth of ship. And I know the burn wallet has about $200,000 worth of bone in it still from all the transactions happening. If you guys aren't aware, there's a SRC 20 minting thing going on where it's like an ordinals, which is similar to like BTC ordinals,
yeah,
and it's causing crazy amounts of transactions on the chain and increasing the fees quite a bit as well. Our chain volume has been about double that of F uh, since this has been going. So the last week, if you've noticed the gas fee increase, it definitely has increased some.
yeah, for sure. I was noticing it's around it's $2 or $3 for a swap right now, which is kind of crazy when it was, cents
Yeah, it wasn't even
not
a
that
cent,
long
right?
ago. Yeah,
It wasn't even a cent.
it's like
But I mean, still like if you're looking at it in comparison to SVs, it's just insane.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a little bit of an adjustment, especially because I was kind of, on the NFT side, like, oh yeah, I can mint an NFT. It doesn't cost anything. I was keeping like 0.2 bone in my wallet after
Yeah.
protection.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into some
Yep.
actual kind of specific Sharbi news. So,
All right.
what do you want to start with?
So let's start with the referral bonus stuff that came out yesterday.
Okay, cool. I don't know if I have a screenshot of, is that the investment pack stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
don't know
think
if
the
it,
investment summary would be like the screenshot. We didn't really do a banner for the referrals. Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. But we
there
did
you go.
release this kind of investment summary to kind of bring people on. Do you want to explain real quick, since we don't have a thing, kind of what the premise is of the offering that we're doing?
Yeah, yeah. So we have this amazing community. You all are sharing Sharbi anyway, and the DAO kind of got together and really we're trying to think of ways to reward the idea of pitching Sharbi to people, right? I mean, this is really a Sharbi pitch that we prepared for our community to really be able to say to DM people and start a conversation. Or in my dad's case, he's sending it out to all his contacts, right? Like, and I mean, it's really a highlight, a high level overview of Sharbi and what we're doing, and some of our future plans. And I think it's a really good, little investor package thing to really, get people excited. And it really focuses on Sharbi as an investment rather than a trade. An investment, we focus on the passive revenue, on the revenue generation, on our utility, and really that's kind of the idea, right? We want to attract the long-term investors with the long-term vision that really want to earn passively, and that's what we're going to be focusing towards.
So what's the yeah, so the packet is really cool, very succinct. Like you said, very other than the cartoon dogs, very professional. So as professional as we can get, right?
Yeah, as a
Which is
meme,
fine,
it's still a meme. Still a
that's
meme
yeah,
coin.
that is what it is, and it is really nice to see. And I think it's actually really well done in the sense of sometimes with Sharbi, it's like there's just like too much to talk about, and so I
Yep.
think you guys did a good job of really making it succinct. As far as I know, there's for the community, okay, if they're reaching out and getting people on board, what are we offering to them?
Yeah. So the on board for this is really trying to bring in some new eyes to our whale group, some new brains, some new uh, you know some new contributors, right? I feel like our whale group, is looking for some more contributors, and even to the point where looking at uh, looking at the contributing community members might and bringing them to the conversation might be something in the future, right? Like that might be something we look at. But this is basically just it's a referral program, where if you get someone to buy 10 billion or more Sharbi, you get 10% of what they buy. So if they buy $10,000 worth, you get 1,000 worth of Sharbi.
Wow.
If they buy they buy 100,000, you get 10,000. And we actually, the DAO is sponsoring it. We have the ability to kind of do this in a way where, rather than maybe burning all those the supply we have, looking at ways to give it back to our community and to kind of encourage engagement is something we're excited about trying to do. We understand this is a big ask, and that not everyone has those contacts, but at the same time, if you DM this investor summary on someone, to someone on Twitter or to a KOL, and they take liking to it, right? There's opportunity there. You don't really have to have friends that are, huge investors to be able to kind of participate in this.
Yeah, I think at very least, even if you don't have friends, I think you have a good point with like the KOLs, like certainly with the transactions going up, with the price of bone going up, all those guys are going to start looking over here again, and so they're going to be asking the question to themselves, like, well, what on Shibarium should I be looking at? And so I think at very least, even if you're just going to hardcore, shill and all that stuff, this is a good opportunity to do it and really, potentially point out to these people like, hey, this is one of the most serious projects on Shibarium, and obviously as bone pumps, we just know how that works. Like the money made by people that are holding bone gets redistributed into other parts of the ecosystem. Like that's just what's going to happen.
Absolutely, and on top of that, our Shibarium chart is at about 760,000 last I looked. It might be even a little higher. If you look at that in the price comparison to Arbitrum or Ethereum, there is a gap there right now, which is an opportunity. With the bridge coming, anytime one chain gets so far ahead of another, I mean, you really have a 30% discount right now on Shibarium, or not on Shibarium, on Ethereum or Arbitrum, right?
Yep.
So there's opportunity there, and opportunity for a long-term investor, especially. So that is the other part of it. It is kind of for a long-term holder. The holder would have to join our whale group, and they would have to hold for at least 90 days to, for the bonus.
I got Patson's asking how you know which referrals, where they come from, basically, like who to credit. We'll just know.
Well, I think we ask, right?
Sure.
That's part of bringing someone into our whale group is they aren't really anonymous. They don't become an anonymous buyer at that point. They join our whale group. We can have conversations about where they found us. Really, it starts that conversation about what's working, right? What's working, what's not. But really, I mean, looking at everything we have, looking at our floor, looking at our chart right now, right? Each chart is up 10% or more. Bone went, or our Shibarium chart went up 30% in the last couple of days. But our charts are raising. There's no sell pressure. Any buy is really kind of just adding on, right? Our floor is very solid at this point, and we're building out something solid. So it's really releasing an investment opportunity at a time where I don't feel bad telling my friends, like, hey, like this is a good time to buy into Sharbi. I don't think there is a better time to buy into Sharbi. I don't.
Yeah. I'm buying some right now.
All right. And again, I'm not giving advice, but if I was, I've been buying.
No doubt. Okay, cool. Well, that's awesome. If anyone has other questions, obviously come find us in the chat, and we'll be happy to kind of work things out. But I think in general, like you said, it's not like a secret when we get a new whale. Like it'll be a conversation. If for some reason there's a disagreement between you saying that you referred them and somebody else, I'm sure we'll work it out. So we would be happy to have that problem.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So okay, let's talk. What's going on with
that? Hold on, that rolls right into the venture capital thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
So in the investor summary, there was a little addition that actually just came out. This is something we've been talking, and it's right at the bottom of the Sharbi's future plans.
Okay.
A structured amount of the I can't read because my eyes are really bad.
Super small. Here, I'll read it. A structured amount of the revenue generated will be used as revenue capital funds for Sharbi DAO investment, focusing on projects with strong growth potential and innovation. As the DAO portfolio grows, income generated will be shared among the members, bringing further passive income potential.
Yes. So one thing I want to highlight here is that we have decided that part of the revenue generated from all of our things that we're working on, FCF Pay, the bridge, the investment packages, which actually we've been so busy that hasn't rolled out yet, but I have some really amazing things coming with that. So the investment package thing is actually something I'm super excited about. So and it fits our strengths really well. So that's coming. But the revenue generation pieces that we're working on, if you haven't seen the banners on our bridge or on our university, and banners will be coming on our bridge. There's going to be advertising revenue coming in. There's going to be revenue generation. The DAO has decided to set aside a portion of that. We have not decided what portion. Really, we just have a general outline as to how this looks right now. It's going to have to get very detailed. But it's actually similar to kind of the structure Brick by Brick and Brick DAO is doing with their investments, which is kind of interesting. But not with the whole application process that they have, which actually is something we're going to be talking about too today. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. There's a lot going on. Anyway, part of the revenue is going to be going into a venture capital fund for Sharbi, and we're going to be starting a Sharbi investment portfolio. We're going to invest in projects that are growing, that need help growing, that show potential with utility, that have seed sales, or any kind of opportunity we can see to kind of grow this portfolio long term, and kind of build it out very strong, right? We want to build out a strong portfolio with a set profit taking plan. These profits, I think that the plan right now are to be distributed among the whale group, and the DAO. I think that might be kind of what makes most sense for this for now. But that's just a part of a revenue generation system, right? The rest of the revenue generation system from the bridge and everything else is going to be going back to all holders, or to a specific set of holders across all chains. But this investment portfolio package is kind of a benefit of being a whale, that we want to kind of, our whale group, we want to extend benefits to, that group that, really we don't have, specific benefits for them right now, other than hearing the news and getting to participate in the discussions, right?
Yeah. So what a whale is 10 billion Sharbi. Is that where?
Correct.
That's how we quantify, yeah. So something, I think there's a lot of possibilities there, and we certainly have a lot of good connections already in the whale group too. So I think that'll be really cool to build out. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, we get approached for investment opportunities all the time. So it's kind of a no-brainer, really, that as we build out revenue and we can build a portfolio out, that portfolio is something we can market Sharbi with, right? Like, hey, look at our portfolio. Look at these investments we're making into these strong projects, and look at the revenue generation that's coming in, and that revenue generation also can go back into the project as burns, buys. There's just really, the opportunities are endless, and it all comes down to these revenue generation pieces starting to come in, which is where we're at, right? We're right on the precipice of this happening. So it's fun to have these conversations.
Yeah, so probably a good time. Do we have an update on the bridge this week? What's the latest there? I know they
Yes,
said.
bridge update. So we had really great news on Tuesday. It appears all the contracts for the bridge are done, ready to go. They sent over the contracts to Sharbi, so we have the contracts. On Wednesday, we got asked some questions, and it was some decisions that needed to be made. So right now, the holdup is that Shibarium, and I am not a technical guy.
That's what I was getting excited. I was like, oh man, Hero's gonna bring out the whiteboard and really educate us.
I got some jargon that I can throw around, but I don't know what any of it means. So Shibarium does not have. So they have a public web socket that is not public, which means that this web socket is something you can hook to as a provider, and it shows you data. It basically is a way to look at transactions and read transactions. This webhook is not public on Shibarium as of yet. This means that basically we have to set up our own node or get this WebSocket. So we've looked into a couple of different options. We looked into Now Nodes, who provides data. We looked into Web3 Shards, who provides data. Solidity has said that they don't have exactly what we're looking for. So we are reaching out to the Shibarium dev team, trying to kind of leverage our contacts right now and get the information that's needed. If we could get that information, we are ready to start testing on our end just about right away. As a backup plan, and it's actually going right now, we basically set it into motion, even, just in case, right? As a backup plan, we are able to host our own node, set up our own node. They are backing up. They're basically running through all the transactions right now on Shibarium, which is a lot of transactions. He said that it could take 1 to 5 days for this to happen, or 2 to 5 days. He started it yesterday. Once that is done, we are able to set up our own node. There are some extra costs with this, some monthly costs, but it does allow us to move forward with this without waiting. So as of right now, that is being set up while we're trying to get the information we need. Once we have the information we need, we are able to switch over to basically getting the data directly from that web hook or that web socket, and that's kind of where we're at on the bridge. So the testing, well, yeah, I mean, I guess we're going to be starting testing on our end next week now, as it looks. We're hoping to get that information as soon as possible, and that would kind of open things up, make it a lot cleaner, and get us kind of rolling in the direction we want. But the functionality is there. The functionality appears to be working, and we're excited to test. So that's where we're at.
Sweet. That was pretty boring. But...
yeah. Sorry. Shoot.
So, anyways, hopefully next week, right? One way or the other, it sounds like. So Is there any? I don't know. You might not know the answer to this. Is there like any potential benefit outside of our own bridge to having our own node running? Like, is that something we can that benefits other projects potentially for us to have going, or not really?
I'm not
Or do
sure.
you not know?
I
Yeah.
am not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, having things in our control is always something that's nice, right?
Sure.
So there is benefits to having things in our control. It would make sense that we could allow others to use our node possibly, and that would make sense. But as of right now, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, something to maybe check or whatever. But okay, let's jump into. We got funk in the house, so let's drop some funk news.
Yeah.
Um, Funk has been busy as ever, and apparently busy again because he said somewhere in here that he's been hacking some crazy stuff for the university. Face blue, wide-eyed. I don't know what emoji that is, but
Uh,
he
so
says,
I hate this. I hate this banner, this post, because it says Dutch where it's supposed to be German.
"Oh no, Deutsch."
It's supposed to be Deutsch. Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
Good effort though.
yeah. Yeah. Whoops. Um, yeah. We caught it, but it was like too late because it had been reposted by some bigger people, and I was like, oh man. Uh,
Yeah, the whole ability to edit on Twitter is borderline useless most of the time. Unless you're gonna edit it in like the first 3 seconds, it's like, okay, well, anyways, all
Uh,
good though.
so, uh, so this is huge, right? This is a huge change, and it's so great because, and I'm gonna tell this story probably 10 more times, but one night Funk was like, "Hey, I'm having some beers, and my brain is just kicking into overgear. I have all these ideas." And we were talking about it, and we're like, "Yeah, that's an amazing idea." And I believe he stayed up all night. And the next day he's like, "Hey, I have something," and he released this that basically at this point you can listen to every article and every course in Siberian University in audio now and in 6 different languages, which is just a wild change, right?
That's so awesome. That's just
It's
crazy. I
so cool.
mean, mad props to Funk, and also I'm just like blown away at the technological ability to have this happen. Like, it's just so cool that that's even possible. So well
And
done.
a little tease. What Funk was kind of teasing right now. He DM'd me. There's some other major moves happening with this that uh, that we're gonna. It's gonna blow people away. It just um, what advancements are happening with the university and the places it can go now that that this is there. Um, it's wild, and it's going to be a huge part of our university build out, and it's getting attention. Right? We got some really good
Oh yeah.
attention from this one.
Yeah, I got well, I have here. Oh no. Oh shoot. Don't be mad at me. I don't know if I got it.
It's all right. It's all right. So
Wait,
this did get a lot of really great attention. It actually got attention from a lot of there we go, a lot of great communities that don't speak English, which is huge for us, right? We catering. We have so many community members from all over the world. It's so awesome to be able to have it in Spanish and German and all these different languages that we know our community speaks, and um, just to be part of a community, they translate everything we say just to kind of
yeah,
read what's going on. It's really special, right? When you think of that.
for sure,
And
for sure.
yeah, we got a like on this from the big man. So
The
you
coveted
know,
Shaitoshi like.
that's right.
Yes.
That's right. The university is getting all the notice we could have ever wanted, right? It is. it is our driver. It is our motivation. It is our biggest value to Shibarium, and it's getting, awareness. It's so cool to see the hard work that Funk has put in, getting noticed and really getting traction, right? Like this is Sharbi, right? Sharbi is known for this university now, and even I want to say the university is becoming as big as Sharbi, which is really crazy to say, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's awesome what's happened here, and um, it just keeps getting better. Like it's such a cool thing, and sky's the limit. And um, the nice thing about stuff like this, I feel like, is as it builds, as it gets attention, it's just kind of a snowballing thing, right? It's motivating to make it better and better. So hopefully we've kind of come through some of the trenches here, and we're uh, getting to the fun stuff. So well done to Funk and everybody who's contributed to that. It's really cool to see.
And I think we are, yeah, we're getting to the fun stuff, and I think that's Sharbi, that's Shibarium University, that's everything, right? We have worked our butts off for what, the last 4 or 5 months. I don't even
Yeah,
know. We've worked
yeah,
our butts off to get to this point where Sharbi is clean. It's at the point where we have major things we can offer. We have revenue generation opportunities about to start coming in, and we are, where we want to be. We are positioned perfectly, perfectly for what we want to do. It's so cool.
amen, amen. Okay, you want to talk FCF?
Yes, that's a big one.
Okay, yeah,
So, Sharbi, FCF, Zipto Pay. So FCF is doing a full rebrand. Zipto app. It's a Google Play Store and Apple. I don't even know Apple Pay. No,
Apple Pay,
I
Apple.
hate Apple.
Whoa,
Google Play Store. Yeah, sorry. An iPhone compatible app.
whatever you
And
people use.
shoot. Sorry. I might get
Li-
some hate on that one.
listen. No, it's totally okay. As a almost lifetime Android user, there is no greater discrimination than I've received in my life than the discrimination I receive from Apple users for being an Android user. And I think this is
Me
an
too. Yeah.
American phenomenon, but like, oh my goodness, I get so much hate
Oh, me too.
almost weekly that I don't have an
Me too.
iPhone. So
Me too. And my whole family all have iPhones, and then they try to send you a picture or something, and then
uh,
it messes up for everyone else, but it works for me.
yeah, Apple has just been really like sinister about the the go between Android and them. So, anyways, go on. Sorry. So you can get it in
Right? Yeah.
either app store. You can download this app, correct?
Yes, that's right. Zipto Pay. Zipto Pay is going to be a major driver for us. They offer bill payments in the United States. They offer gift cards and virtual prepaid cards anywhere. I think it's basically everywhere. These prepaid cards are fundable and loadable in SHIB, Bone, Leash, USDC, USDT. So our rewards can all be loaded onto these prepaid cards. It's great. It's
I,
really great. It's something we had before, but this is, to a different level. So we have a widget. We're hoping it's going live today, actually.
oh, nice.
Simona is working on the design on the website. I think there were some color schemes that didn't quite fit, but we're really close and hoping to go live today with this, which is really exciting.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
really
cool.
excited about it.
I'm gonna use it for sure. This looks way cool.
Me too. So for those that don't know, FCF is was our partner from a while back. This is kind of re-release with the bill payment, with the gift card. We actually are also looking a few months down the line. As long as we're getting use, we will have the ability to offer physical cards, and for special members, the ability to offer metal cards, which they said the metal cards are really slick and get a lot more use. So really excited about it. The best part about it is that it is an off-boarding system or an off-ramp that is no KYC, right? So you don't have to KYC, you don't have to go through your crypto exchange, you don't have to go through all the fees of sending it to your exchange, cashing it to US dollars, cashing it out. I know the fees there. So really, there are fees there that are, are very comparable to what you would have with a cash out to crypto.com or Coinbase, or, that's kind of our US ones, So, so the fees are very comparable to that, but you don't have to KYC. It's not trackable. Which,
plus in theory, once it's set up, a little more efficient, right? Like it's a whole kind of process to offboard through Coinbase.
Right. And we have been given notice that in the next couple of months, they are supporting Shibarium. So right now, this is only on Ethereum chain and Arbitrum, but the support for Shibarium will be coming. They said end of January, which is coming up really fast. Shibarium support, and us being the only ones that offer this type of thing right now, it's a kind of a game changer with the way I think we're looking to market it out. I'm excited. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's super cool. This is big boy stuff. I feel like this is just like really legit. Do they need our node? I'm just kidding.
That's right. I might have to ask that.
Oh my gosh. People probably think I know things about crypto, and then we have these conversations, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm just here for the dog cartoons. Awesome, man. Hey, well, good work. That's exciting. I hope everybody's excited about that. I think honestly sounds like something I'll use. So that's the plan, and hopefully it works as good as it sounds. And if it does, I think we have some real opportunities there to share something with people. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, I think we can go quick because we've kind of been going for a little while. So very quick, our DAO has agreed to apply for the Brick DAO application, the Brick DAO investment application. I started filling it out late into last night. It's pretty in depth. And there's a KYC process involved in it through Assure DeFi, which it makes sense for us to do anyway. We are many of us are already KYC'd, and it actually gives access to their network. It does come with a Brick DAO investment if they choose to invest in us. And then we, as a project, get a golden brick NFT, which gives us discounts to all kinds of services, access to some KOLs, and the Brick DAO, the Brick by Brick guys are great. What they're doing for Shibarium is really amazing. There's a lot of the Coin Merge team are involved, which is some guys that put on a lot of AMAs we've been on. Really getting close with some of them, and really love what they're doing, and excited about it. Excited about kind of furthering our relationship. We have a partnership with them around our educational aspect for the university. So this would kind of further that, and their DAO as a project would invest in Sharbi if they kind of agree after we go through this whole process. And it's a rigorous process. So I think we have first we have to fill out the application, then an AMA, and then if they decide to go forward, we do our KYC, and then we have another AMA. It's a big thing, but I think it adds legitimacy and is a great thing. So it's a really cool thing. If you haven't checked it out, the Brick by Brick Telegram, they're really awesome. So excited to kind of work with them more.
Yeah, kind of funny that we hadn't already done this. So
right, that's what
stuff.
they said. Actually, that's what happened. I got I got a message the other day, and it's like, why have we not voted on Sharbi yet? And I'm like, that's my fault.
Hey, I don't blame you. Applications are just not that fun. So
it's a long one.
Filling things out.
And there's some costs. It's a whole thing.
Okay, cool, man. What else on our list?
AMA City.
Okay.
So we have 3 big AMAs coming up. The first one is actually Shib Dream's first ever hosted AMA, but it's kind of a scheme because he is only going to be hosting it in spirit. Because he's going to be hosting it with his account. Sharbi is going to be co-hosting, and we're going to be kind of co-hosting with Shib Binder and Crypto Queen. And it's an NFT showcase where we're bringing in a bunch of NFT projects and doing like 5-minute showcases, and really highlighting all these amazing NFT projects that are on Shibarium, as well as bringing in some Ethereum projects. So we kind of spread the word amongst chains and really get some fresh eyes, hopefully on the projects, and doing things like this is great for growth of the chain, and also for expanding ourselves outside of the chain, right? I think that we are not just on Shibarium. We are on Ethereum. We are on Arbitrum, and there's some growth opportunities there, especially with doing some of these AMAs with them. I just found out about a bunch of grants for Arbitrum side too that we might qualify for as a project. So like there's just a lot of growth opportunities on the other chains as well. And having an AMA like this where we can highlight, Sharbi and the cool things you guys are doing, Dream NFT and the crazy stuff they're doing. Shiba Punks is going to be on there, and Mantra, Sleepy Shibs, and then we're going to have Chuki. We're going to have the XRP, the Bit XRP Obama guys. We're going to have.
You're just making up words now. That's all right.
Yeah, I am. We're going to have Tutti Fruity Women. We're going to have Shib Co-op. It's going to be a great one. It's going to be a great AMA.
I was trying to find the post to help you out, but I didn't.
Yeah, I think I got most of them. Oh, and Maine. We're going to have Maine,
cool.
which is our friends from Maine, which I love kind of reconnecting with Scott. Scott and the Maine community have really been supportive of Sharbi ever since our AMA, and it's really cool, like that co-support. And actually, I'm talking to Scott about some other cool things going right now too. So there's that. So really, I want to highlight these NFT projects, but it also gives exposure to Sharbi, to Sharbi, to Dream, and to all our friends and the cool, really amazing things they're doing. So I can't wait.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited. So that one is tomorrow. Yeah.
Tomorrow, 6 p.m. UTC.
Correct. Yeah, 6 p.m. UTC with Shib Dream. So I think if if you're going, well, we'll post it on the Sharbi TG, obviously, when it's happening, and then also on the Sharbe Telegram if you're not in there already. Go jump in there. We've been busy doing some cool stuff, so definitely good stuff. And then we have another AMA. I did find this one.
Sunday night.
I think I did.
So Sunday night we have the SHIB. We're going to be on the SHIB recap, and we'll be talking Sharbi and SHIB Dream a little bit. We've been kind of invited to talk about both, which with the partnership that makes sense. But it's kind of we were on the recap about a month, man, time flies, month and a half ago. Had a really great AMA with them. That was really kind of like a heartfelt AMA. It was good. But it's time to kind of go on there, give an update, and I love those guys. I've really been trying to attend most of their spaces. I really enjoy the SHIB recap, and looking forward to talking with them about kind of what we're doing and give a big update because we have so much to update on.
Yeah, lots of stuff to talk about from compared to a month ago. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So that's Sunday night. And
Sunday
then,
night for us.
Sunday night for us. It's kind of a later one. So yeah, it's kind of early morning for like midnight-ish for many.
For UTC. Yeah, I think it's around there. We'll post it. And then the last one I think we were going to cover, I did find this one. This is with Coin Merge. And Sharbi and Sharbe will both be on this one. Did I hear something about like this is a multi-day event, or did I misunderstand?
He was teasing. Teasing. So no, it's going to be kind of a showcase, like a 5-minute showcase. I figure they're probably going to have to go a pretty hard 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But this is set up by the Coin Merge guys. A1 from Brick by Brick has done some. The Coin Merge guys have done some massive things for Shibarium. And this is a addition to that. They're bringing together all these projects from Shibarium, highlighting them, from Shibarium or around Shibarium, highlighting them, and they actually are bringing in 15 different KOLs as well for this.
Wow.
For the same, right? So it's gonna have to be a great pitch. 5 minute, do what we can. I think as Sharbi, like a 5-minute pitch of Sharbi, I think we can really stand out and maybe get some really nice KOL attention. And really, it's getting KOL attention on Shibarium, right? Like if we could start getting people to say, hey, there's these Shibarium projects, they're doing this, that changes the game.
Yeah.
So that's a game changer.
Epic. So another busy week coming up. You and I are both going to be busy, looks like. So should be a lot of fun though. It's really cool to see everything just growing, coming together. The timing is, I think it's going to be incredible. Like, man, it's going to be a happy new year.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's all lining up. The crazy thing is we can't even talk about some of the stuff that's going on that's going to be released. We're waiting on some announcements from people. So this is just like what we can share. Like there's so many things happening at all times. It's crazy. I think I was up for like I was working on Sharbi for like 16, 17 hours yesterday. That's not an exaggeration. I was like, oh my god, I really I really need to go to sleep. Yeah, it was like 2 a.m. I was like, I really need to go to sleep. So it's wild.
Radar's asking if Dream has ever spoken before.
I've heard his voice. He has not spoken publicly though, and I don't think he will.
kind of what I figured.
Yeah, I don't think he will. It's part of the dream persona.
The mystery.
I gotta say, it's like God talked to you though.
It's Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. I can't even do the impression, but I was like, whoa. I was awestruck.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's good. It's better that way. At least it wasn't like something really underwhelming and horrifying or something.
Hey guys.
I'm talking to a 12-year-old.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
All right, man. Well, anything else? Any
gosh.
questions from anybody else real quick before we jump off?
We had just there's so much. I mean, really, I couldn't add it all. Like this list is just like a 2-minute put together, and it doesn't include everything. But you know, we're sitting here talking for almost an hour now, and we can't even touch on everything. So that's crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Radar says Radar's just made way too many comments now. So it's all right. It's all right, Radar. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it.
We appreciate it.
Well, go get back to your 18-hour Sharbi workday, sir.
Yeah. All right. We'll see everybody around. We got lots coming, and hopefully an announcement coming here in the next couple hours. Just waiting to see the website get updated, and then we'll have a big release.
Woo. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, brother.
Thank you. See you guys.
Bye, guys.